Hey everybody, this is Spencer, Defense Training, defensetraining.org, Facebook /Defense Training, YouTube. Go check our YouTube channel out as well. Subscribe to it if you haven't, like our Facebook page. This is Muscle Memory Monday number 7. We're going to step number 6 up a little bit. First thing we need to do, 4 cardinal safety rules. Treat all guns as if they are loaded at all times. Keep pointing in a safe direction at all times. Finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. And know your target was beyond. As far as your target, put your t-shirt back up on the wall if you've taken it down. Put it back up to do your practice. And then make sure your firearm is unloaded. Clear and check your firearm. Magazine out. Right the sides several times to ensure the chamber and magazine well is clear. Put your empty magazine back in. Now we can do some good safe training. Today, remember last week we found our point of reference, wherever your point of reference, mine's my ribs, and we were in close quarter combat or a close quarter attack. So I'm right here, but now last weekend what we did is we would pull up with one hand, we would come up, ride, then I would check it, boom, yep, I'm good, hit my target. You know, if you don't have the laser trainer, you just have to look, etc., etc. In all reality, at this close quarter, unless the guy just comes up to me and says, give me all your money. Now, if he does that, you think all he's going to do is take your money, pull your wallet, take your pocketbook. Now, if your gun's in your pocketbook, don't do this, pull your wallet out of your pocketbook. But you know, guys, just grab your wallet and say, you want it? Go get it. Throw it behind him. Hopefully he'll take off running after it, call the police, get a good description, etc., etc. Our biggest thing is to get out of the situation the best way we can. Now, if you believe that he's going to attack or stab or whatever anyway, you may have to take action. Give me all your money. You may just have to start to draw your firearm and to do what you got to do. But if he's actually, this is more or less, if he's actually attacking, if he's actually coming in for an attack, he's coming in with a knife, he's coming in with a bat, etc., etc. There's a few things we need to take into consideration. One, I'm not going to be able to use both hands. One hand is going to be fighting this guy off. What have I got to do? One of my favorite ones is just to put my palm into their face. They're coming at me, boom. I just hit them right there in the face. As I'm hitting him in the face, one or two things is going to happen because he's coming in at me. I've either got to step back so I can keep my balance, because if I just stand straight up and he hits me as I hit him like this, I'm going backwards. So I've got to either step back to just kind of hold him off while I come back and I draw my firearm. Again, find that point of reference. And I'm shot a little low that time, but make sure you know where your hand is. I'd rather it actually low than I would rather it into my hand. So I'm here, boom, or maybe he's just coming in and I can actually get some good momentum going on my own so I can meet his attack. Force with force, and I actually I come into him like that, boom, boom, boom. You shoot him until he drops, and hopefully I will hit his spine. That will actually knock him down. That is the only kind of knockdown power there is: a spine shot, hip shot, head shot. It depends on how close, where your hand's at. It's all that good. I don't ever really go for a head shot. Few things there. Now, say he's got a knife coming around at you. There's one thing we need to take into consideration. I need to protect my head. How close is he here too? If he's too close to me, I may have to step back. And what I'm going to do is I step back. I'm actually going to bring my arm and my hand up to try to block my head. As well as if he's coming in, hopefully I can catch his face right here on my elbow. So if he's coming in, you know, maybe he stabs my hand, he might stab my arm, which I don't want, but that's a lot better than him stabbing my head. So if he's this close, I would actually have to come back, and as I come back, I would have to come into here, and boom, that was a good shot. Or if he's so far away, maybe I can actually meet him again, force with force. Now, if I can meet him force with force, and I know I've got this knife blocked, and a lot of times I will actually just grab the knife and lock their arm up. And you need somebody to practice that with. It's a little harder with a target. And if you do practice that with somebody, do not use your real firearm unless you have one of those fake barrels that you can put in there and it makes that firearm inert. It is a yellow barrel. I don't even use them, but they make a yellow barrel that you can buy for your firearm and you can put it in your firearm, and it's just an inert barrel. That is the only way. Personally, I suggest going to Walmart, buying a $10 airsoft and using that, or just a fake dummy gun. or a laser trainer, but do not use your actual live firearm. And that's where it would come into play. They could actually fight and wrestle with you and all that stuff, and you can see how well you can get it with a fake firearm, with a trainer. Now he's coming in, let's say he's come up, say he's come back, say maybe I have enough room. One of the things that if I have enough room to actually do this and get into his head as I'm drawing, make sure you get this clear. You've got to practice that. So I come here, I'm covering, I'm drawing, hit him. Just come in, knock the breath out of him, hit him in the sternum. Once you've hit him and you've come back off of him a little bit, pull that trigger. Boom, 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 boom. And hopefully you will hit the spine, and hopefully his legs will go out from under him, and hopefully it will be done. And that is the only way to take his legs out from under him. A spine or hip shot at this point, I can't get a head shot. So a spine or a hip shot would actually take him down. And I don't care what type of firearm you've got. A 500 Magnum, if I don't hit that spine at that point of impact, at that point in time, nothing else is going to take him down except the spine. 22 short, if you hit the spine, it'll take him down. So, not getting in the caliber debate, I don't care what caliber you carry, as long as you're proficient and your shot placement is good. If you've got a 357 SIG or Magnum and you can't hit broadside of a barn, get rid of it. Just throwing that out there. So, he's attacking, I've got enough time, I'm in. Boom, boom, boom. Come back. Again, nobody's ever won a fight holstering, so take your time. Or he's coming at me, oh crap, back up. When you come in, make sure you're here. Boom, 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 boom. Now granted, this guy, when I step back, I mean literally, he's literally going to be here. And this is how close it's going to be. I just can't do it so much, or you just can't do it so much. I can do a little more probably with my little stick guy than you can a wall. If I had a wall, I couldn't even get my feet into here. If you have a person and a fake gun, that's wonderful, and that's great training. So, what you want to work on, am I stepping back? You want to step back, come here, in, boom, 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 boom. Again, you need to check it, make sure it's not up. I'm going to hit my elbow there, make sure it's not too low. Check it. Make sure you're covered, make sure you've got a good coverage here. Also, once he hits, you can actually wrap your hand around and maybe throw him behind you if you need to, and then you can spin around and all that good stuff. I might go over that in another video. There's so much that you can do to it, and so much that can happen in an actual point of attack. A lot of people are going to tell you, well, my way works, and then the other one's going to say, no, my way works. Somebody else is going to say, well, no, my way works. What you need to do is ask them, have you ever been in that situation with the person that's attacking you? They haven't, because they haven't attacked them yet. They might have been in a situation with somebody else that attacked them, and it worked in that situation. But there's no guarantee that it's going to work in another situation. There's no guarantee that when I'm going towards something, when I come here, he doesn't move out of my way. Well, guess what? I've got to improvise. So I've got to do something else. I'm going to adapt and overcome. I've just got to do. Or I come to palm him in the face, I hit him. Or maybe I miss. Now I've got to do something else. You know, maybe I got to spin out of the way. Now that's things you need to take into consideration. But we can practice basics. Coming back, guarding myself. Boom, boom, boom. Going forward, guarding myself. Boom, boom, boom. Going forward, guarding myself and punching. Boom, boom, boom. Face planting. Going forward and face planting, boom, boom, boom. These things we can practice. I can't practice every different scenario for every different attacker that's ever going to come, because they're all going to be different. They all do some of the same stuff, but you never know when that guy's going to flank you, when he's going to do something else. But there are basics we can practice, and that's basics. Hand to the face, block with the elbow behind, whether stepping back, whether going forward. We can practice all that. And what you want to do as you practice that, make sure that when you're here, you know you're coming. Boom, boom, boom. And you want to make sure that you're doing that good. You want to make sure that you're doing that without shooting your elbow off and all that good stuff. A few more things for you to practice, a few more things to take into consideration. This is just a small step as far as blocking with your elbow, face palming basically. I don't really have an exact term for it. It's just things we practice, things that we know that have worked in certain situations, things that have worked before. So just practice that over and over and over and over. Basically making sure you get your shirt over your firearm. Ride that point of reference, whether it's forward, whether it's to the side. Make sure you're not shooting yourself and make sure you're hitting your target. This is Spencer with Defense Training. Stay safe, stay armed.